You ever bitch so much that you do it enough and you hear it enough that you finally tell yourself, shut the fuck up? Kind of having one of them days. Rightfully so, because I can bitch a lot. Somewhere, Bryce just blew his Cocoa Puffs all over the place. I'm there for you, buddy. Anyway, here's the issue. Here's what we got. Working this thing in the field, and it didn't go over well. I've got all my power tools and stuff in there, which works really, really great, but power tools don't work good if they don't have the proper sockets, attachments, this, that, and the other to get the job done. This place is absolutely atrocious because we turned around and we had a truck pop a head gasket. We had to get another one in here, get the plow on it, and then service it right afterwards, which we're still not done servicing it, and it just shit's a mess. And now I've been trying to balance. I've been running around. I spent like an hour or so yesterday, just kind of ran around the yard with a tape measure, just looking at stuff. Because Leah going down, I'm gonna bitch. Leah going down, it hurt. Because that truck was literally set up to be a mobile toolbox service truck. I mean, again, he got a fancy service bed, but she's my service truck. It did everything that I needed it to do. Plus, I could throw the family in there and keep them entertained while I'm doing what I'm doing. So the truck worked out great, but Lana is not that. She doesn't have the side boxes and all that stuff. But the side boxes that Leah does have, they're only 3 footers. They're short. And a lot of that has to do with her headache rack configuration, because that headache rack was actually designed to have a fuel transfer tank there, which instead we used for storage for like our drain jugs and fluids and stuff like that, and we tucked other shit behind there. It kind of worked out. Got the hose reel for the onboard air. It's good times. So these shorter boxes, they kind of worked out, but if I take away that section right there, and I'm only gonna be here, and now again, I'm bitching. Somebody's gonna say, Ray, who gives a shit about what it looks like as long as it functions? And I agree with that, but I'm also trying to stun on some hoes at the same time. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But what I did find is that these little side boxes right here, I measured them out. They're going to work perfect for my gooseneck. They'll be able to fit up in the neck, and those boxes have locks on them, so I'll be able to have storage in the trailer. So I've already kind of narrowed my eyes on that whole scenario. And so with that being said, I think I'm going to take Lana's toolbox. This is Leah. But I think we're going to take Lana. This doesn't make sense. That being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Lana's toolbox. We're going to take the one half of it, like the recovery chains and the rigging chains and all that stuff, because let's face it, this bitch doesn't have a crane. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to unload all that into the trailer. And kind of store that there, and then temporarily use half of her toolbox, try to cram in as much as we can, stick the power tools underneath the back seat, and then use our job boxes, our DeWalt tough boxes rather, to try to see what we can make happen here. And so before we can do that, I got to go ahead, I got to clean up the shop. We got to empty out Leah. And then we'll probably pull the boxes off of it too, which kind of works out because I can get everything into the barn and take a look at it, because I have stuff in the barn that's supposed to go in Leah, and I'm pretty sure I've got stuff in Leah that's supposed to go into the barn, so we're kind of gonna do us a nice little healthy reset, if you will. here's the deal. Here's a scoop, right? Listen up. I had to do that. I had to fucking do that. Anyway, so all we have is just the power tools and the couple things that I pulled off of the truck to do a different job. There's still a lot left in the truck. And this is what we got. So we got our 2 drain pans. We have our diesel fuel. I got waste oil here, which that's not a part of it. But scanners in the backpack. Grease gun, power tools, more power tools. A couple hand tools. Like I said, I did a job. And then in that channel lock box right there, I got some shit in there too. Sockets and extensions and stuff like that, just because, again, Leah was just toolboxes. She didn't have the nice drawers or anything like that. It wasn't a service bed, but we made do with what we have. I ain't big enough. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some of the cases and stuff that we have, kind of like for the power probe. The power probe is going to stay in the cab, but you get what I mean. Just some of the hard case stuff that can sit. I might be in a little bit over my head here. I might have to just adjust Lana's toolbox and throw the side boxes on it. We're going to see how this pans out. This is going to be just a if Xanax, if you want to sponsor this episode, you know what I'm saying? It'd be cool. Maybe me. Yeah. Anyway, onward.